Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today I am out on probably the southernmost spot in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We're out on the Gulf of Mexico. This was all underwater during Hurricane Isaac, and in fact, there used to be vegetation out here where I'm standing. It didn't used to be all this sand that I remember. And there used to be a home right here. Now, the home wasn't taken out from Isaac. It was probably taken out from Katrina. But the landscape is much, much different out here now. So, I got a great question that was submitted to me via YouTube. And it was from Jonas. And he says, "How do you feel about Blizzard being able to track you down?" I thought, okay, well, you know, I didn't think much of it at first, but then he gave me a link to a video, which I will put a link to in the description. It's a link to this YouTube channel called Clever Games, and there's this lady there that was talking about how it was discovered that when you take a screenshot in World of Warcraft, that there is embedded information in that screenshot. And they noticed it because they were seeing patterns in the screenshot whenever they analyzed the data of the screenshot. And it turned out that what is actually, there's information encoded within the screenshot. Now, there is information in pictures. I think they call it like EXIF information, EXIF, EXIF, something like that. And it is information about like where the shot was taken, what the settings were on the camera, what kind of camera and stuff like that. But it's all very visible information. And you can, if you go and look at the picture in an editor, you see that information. Well, this information was hidden within the pictures. And so here's what they identified. That you can, that the information that is in each one of these pictures. It is the IP of the server that you are playing on. It is your account ID, which nowadays don't get all alarmed, because nowadays the account ID actually is not used for logging in, not since they went to battle.net. It's now your email address. The date and time the screenshot was taken, and so supposedly they found this in pictures dating all the way back to 2007. Now, so what is it that they're using this information for? Well, one could assume that they're using it to track, when someone does an exploit or something like that and then posts a picture of it. And then also it's been suggested that since the IP of the server that you're connected to is included in there, that they're able to, out of these pictures, get the information of the IP of the server you're playing on if it's a third-party server. And so then they can track these non-Blizzard servers. And I found that to be quite fascinating. There's a debate about whether or not it is a violation of our privacy that they even were capturing this information. Yes and no. I'm not too worried about it myself, but I tend to be a very public person. Now, I have somebody who one time sent me a picture of them running a script in World of Warcraft, and there's a whole bunch of stuff displayed on the screen. It was a screenshot from the game, and the information that was displayed there was about how they were doing this hack, this exploit in the game to generate currency. And so that right there is the exact kind of thing that, one of the exact things that they would be looking for in these kinds of images to have that information. Now, there's also, this reminds me of way back when I had the site my buddy and I had the site Free Game Cam. We both kind of shared ownership of that over the years. I owned it for a while, he owned it for a while, I ended up owning it again, and now neither one of us own it. And the information, the application was now what we do as gameplay. And so, but it would take a screenshot and it would upload it to the server, and it would take one about every 30 seconds. And then it would refresh the page over and over and over again. And you could watch as the person progresses through. And people were able to comment on the pictures, and they were able to comment on what you were doing and everything. Well, I used it for something else. I used it back in the days when I was botting, which I don't do now, and I don't support now, but back in the days when I was botting and Blizzard was trying to crush Glider, I was using Glider to bot in the game, and I was recording all of it with Free Game Cam, and I was broadcasting it nearly live. Well, what happened was that people knew that I was a bot, and they started coming and finding me and killing me. And then they also, what happened was that Blizzard caught on, and I was getting banned before I hit level 60 with the bot. Well, I wanted to have success with the bot and everything, and I didn't even think about, where it was that they were. I realized that I'm standing right here next to an anthill, and I'm wearing sandals. Oh my God. So, stepping back just a little bit, so basically, Blizzard was able to figure out where I was, and they banned me. Now, I figured that they saw my character name in it or whatnot, and so that was how they did it. Well, come to think of it now, we were doing this, that 2007 was around the time when we were pretty heavily doing all of the botting, and I was broadcasting it. So, who knows? This whole thing may have been a response to trying to figure out people like me who were botting and broadcasting it live via screenshots, whether or not they could capture that information and then come and find us. Now, I don't know if, I think that this information is embedded only when you actually do an in-game screenshot, and Free Game Cam did not use the in-game mechanics to do that. But what I ended up doing was because I kept getting banned by broadcasting it, and what I was doing is I was showing off the bot, and this was an advertisement site for Glider, just showing everybody how fast I could level up to 60 and everything via the bot and to show it off. And so what we did was, I didn't tell anybody this. In fact, this is the first time I've ever told anybody this. We actually turned Free Game Cam into an offline mode, and then I captured every one of the pictures, and then we replayed it back, but it was delayed. It was delayed because I had already achieved the highest level in the game that I was trying to get to, even though whenever we first started broadcasting, and he's like level 1. So that was how we defeated people finding me in game and doing stuff like that, capturing, killing me in game, and how Blizzard was catching us. So I do suspect, since those accounts, what I did after that was I actually deleted the character after it was all done. And then a couple months later, I'd fire up another bot on that account under a new name and run it all again. And the accounts were not getting banned that way. So anyway, as to whether or not, this is like an invasion of privacy and stuff with Blizzard capturing this information, I'll bet, I have not read the terms of service for World of Warcraft lately, but I will bet that they do state that they do collect certain information about you while you're playing the game, and they may consider that when you take a screenshot, that's part of playing a game. Now, they're harvesting that information through external websites, You know, I have, in fact, I still have the domain, worldofwarcraftscreenshots.com. There's nothing up there right now. If somebody'd be interested in the domain, contact me. But we used to get all kinds of player submissions of screenshots and stuff there. I don't know that screenshots are even anything that anybody looks for anymore. Everything is so live. In fact, I'll tell you, let's see here. It'll be in another video. Just gave me an idea for another video talking about free game cam and how all of that worked and what it's morphed into today. So subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and a future video will be about free game cam and how that all worked. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care. Well, if you made it this far, let me show you a couple of things. Hey, in the upper left, that is part of the Marky Dragon show. I'm actually talking about whether or not you can actually be banned in World of Warcraft for buying gold. And so it's an interesting topic, and clicking on that will take you to the homepage for the Marky Dragon show. And then in the lower left, Path of Exile. And this is a game that Spellbinding Gamer has been playing. In fact, if you click on that, it will take you to his playlist for Path of Exile. And then, of course, to the right, have you seen that before? I mean, I'm sure you have with stuff that I've been broadcasting. That is World of Tanks. I love World of Tanks. It is such a fun game. And and then up at the top, that's my personal vlog. That's one of the cameras that I use, like the film on the left, you know, for the World of Warcraft stuff. That is the camera I filmed on, and that is a pretty high-end camera. I am discussing there about the AverMedia card on my personal vlog, and the AverMedia card actually allows me to connect that camera straight to my PC and do live broadcasts through that camera. Oh, there's my microphone that I use. In fact, I'm using that right now, talking to you. So, if any of these look interesting to you, please do click on them. And if you like the commentary stuff, but don't like the gameplay, upper left-hand corner, that is the Marky Dragon show. And you can subscribe to only that, and you'll only see commentary. You won't see any gameplay. So, take it from there. Thank you for watching, and please share these videos with your friends if you really like them, because that's what helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it. Take care, everybody.